Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record and edit video content
and audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor,
Spotify
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now. I can see you now and then. I can see you now.
Welcome to
the Straight Shootin View.
Hey, what is up, people? My name is Straight Shootin LJA, and welcome to another episode of the Straight Shootin View. Now, I'm actually going to rhyme this one with the title, because this is going to be the Straight Shootin View. Do Bournemouth have a clue? And for me, the answer to that is a very simple no. Good night, thank you for your time. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? God. Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0. Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. Manchester City 4, Bournemouth 0. But Bournemouth won their first game of the season. But somehow, Scott Parker's been sacked. Yeah, that was the big Monday morning news this week. And it's sheer absurdity, craziness, stupidity, all of it rolled into one. Knee-jerk reactions, all that. At least Scott Parker got longer than Les Reed and Frank de Boer. But it's just as absurd to sack someone after 4 games of the season. 4 games into a 38-game season where you're a newly promoted club, as Bournemouth are, and your first 4 games, you've had the last 2 champions of the country who have been running neck and neck, toe to toe, and Arsenal, who have majorly strengthened this past summer ahead of the 2022-2023 season. And you're sacking someone, the 9-0, all right, let's take that as an isolated case. Ralph Hasenhüttl at Southampton. Leicester smacked up Southampton at St Mary's 9-0. Did Southampton sack Hasenhüttl? No. And Southampton weren't even in that good a run of form at that time either. So it's like, and I deliberately mentioned Southampton, not just because of the score, but also just purely because it's their near neighbours. Southampton, not knee-jerk at all. Hasenhüttl, 2 seasons later, is still in a job. Even after getting smacked 9-0 by Leicester City. Not the Premier League title winning Leicester City, not that Leicester side, Leicester City. So, yeah, it's one of them where it's just like, the absurdity of this knee-jerk reaction to me is hilarious, because there are parallels between, obviously, Scott Parker and Frank de Boer. Frank de Boer getting sacked after 4 games as well. But it's one of them where it's like, my thing is, why give a manager an entire pre-season and then only sack him after 4 games? Why? What is the point? You may as well have gotten someone in at the beginning of the pre-season and just done that, rather than let Scott Parker get a whole pre-season in, get his tactics, his mentality, his way of going. After, remember, Bournemouth came up from the Championship. Yes, it's a different level. It's one of them was after Scott Parker come up through the Championship, and Bournemouth had the tightest defence in that league. So it's like, it doubly doesn't make sense. I mean, yes, you got to change things in the Premier League to stay up and all that, but stability usually wins the day. So this knee-jerk crap that Bournemouth's owners have done, it shows that the owners ain't got a clue, in my opinion. Crystal Palace, let's take a trip back. Frank de Boer getting sacked after 4 games at Crystal Palace. That was one of them ones where, all right, it looked silly at the time, but ended up doing them a favour because they got Roy Hodgson in to steer the ship. and steady the ship more than anything. And Hodgson is a good manager for that. Liverpool experience aside, cool. But it is one of them ones where it was always only going to be for a couple of years anyway. Now, Scott Parker, young manager, still somewhat cutting his teeth, and you do that to him. It's pointless. So it's like, it annoyed the hell out of me, because at least, because Crystal Palace got fortunate in the fact that Roy Hodgson was around, and it's like, you know what, I'll take that job on. But for me, I don't think Bournemouth are going to get that lucky. I really don't. Because what experienced manager, because that's what they need, because if you're getting rid of Scott Parker, you better get someone majorly experienced. And if you can't get that, then you're up crap creek without a paddle. So you're actually in even more of a worse position. As well as morale. Morale, in the Bournemouth camp, morale is probably actually not that bad. Because context, as I mentioned earlier, Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal. I don't think Bournemouth fans in their heart of hearts, and I'm not just saying this as a Liverpool supporter, were expecting any points from those games. Maybe Arsenal. Maybe. But that would have been based on last season's Arsenal, not this season's Arsenal that have won 4 straight games. So it's one of them where it's like, it's just not realistic. And it seems to me like Bournemouth's owners have just been knee-jerk and have just been like, no, oh my God, oh, we can't have these results. Well, you're going to have more of those results if you don't get a clue. Bournemouth's owners seem like they don't have a clue. You better get a clue, sharpish, or you're going down. Down where? Down there. Back down to the Championship. And for me, it's about as simple as that. About as simple as that. I mean, this... At least Scott Parker wasn't like Les Reed, 41 days. I might have to do one of them top 10. I might have to do like a straight shooting top picks about managers getting short terms, to be honest. But I don't know, man. The whole thing to me was absurd when I woke up on Monday morning and read that news on the 30th of August 2022. Scott Parker sacked. It's like, wait, what? And this was literally just as we put out an episode of the Straight Shootin View as well. So, yeah, it's just absurd. But you know what? I want to know what you guys think. Bournemouth owners, knee-jerk, silly, or did they need to do this early to get someone else in? Are Bournemouth going to survive? I will say this before I tell you about the PT socials. I am not usually a fan of making outlandish statements, but Bournemouth, you are done. I said after that 9-0, you are done, you are finished. If you're defending like that, you're gone. You might end up the next Derby County, worst Premier League team ever. And alright, they've already got 3 points, so they're already a third to being a little less crappy than Derby County were. But it is one of them ones. I think Bournemouth, with decisions like this, shows you're done. It's over. Pack your bags. Pack your bags, you're going right back down. It is what it is. But you know what? www.pitch-talk.com. I want to know your views. You can catch our podcast on our website, pitch-talk.com. youtube.com/pitch talk for all of our videos. facebook.com/pitch talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution. We are working so hard to create. At Pitch Talk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we're up to. At Pitch Talk on Instagram for vlog previews, images, and much more. Also, at Pitch Talk, we are on Reddit. And also, we're on TikTok as well. You can catch videos from us up there as well. Also, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Ghana, GAANA, Verbal, VURBL. We are Verbal Ambassadors and proud of it. So many places you can catch the Pitch Talk podcast wherever you want on our website, or you can catch them on Anchor, Ghana, wherever you catch your podcast. Check out the Pitch Talk podcast there as well. I have been Straight Shootin LJA, and until next time, take care, peeps. And remember, no short-termism. Thanks for your time, peeps. Later.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution.
Check out the official Pitch Talk website,
www.pitch-talk.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record and edit video content
and audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor,
Spotify
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now.